Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take a moment for silent reflection, please. Thank you. Okay, item C, we have some meetings to note. The board faculty meeting at Kenneth Henderson Middle School is Wednesday, September 10th at 7:15 a.m. 4 or more board members may be in attendance. Board faculty meeting at Horace Good Middle School on Tuesday, September 23rd at 7:20 a.m. 4 or more board members may be in attendance. And we have board faculty meeting at Charles Stone's Intermediate Center Wednesday, September 24th at 7:45 a.m. 4 or more board members may be in attendance. And a board faculty meeting at Garden City Achieve Wednesday, September 24th at 3:30 p.m. 4 or more board members may possibly be in attendance also. Move on to item D, approval of agenda.
President, I move to approve the meeting agenda.
So moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Opposed, same. Motion carries. Okay, item E, delegations, Q&A, or public comments. Is there any? Nope. Okay. See enough. Okay, item E1, building presentation from the principal, Lucas Sullivan from Garden City Achieve.
Okay, so in the past, we've kind of talked about different programs like our therapeutic education, the virtual Strive. Today, we're going to focus more on Garden City Achieve, and I've got some student leaders here from our Lighthouse teams, and they want to introduce themselves, so I'll have them introduce themselves when it's their turn to go. But we're going to talk a little bit about how our Leader and Me, what we've been doing. A lot of it was last year's activities that we did. But Leader Me is the thought that what we really in year 4 of Leader Me have given students the power and the given them we say it's their school, it's not our school, it's not the teacher school, it's their school. So they've been doing a lot more of the decision making and doing a lot more of making and coming up with ideas and doing some different community events. One thing through our Leader and Me process, we came up with a mission statement. All the 3 Lighthouse teams, and I'll talk about the 3 Lighthouse teams, but they all came up with their own mission statement. We kind of tweaked it and then voted for the best one. So this was something that they came up with for our mission statement last year. At Garden City Achieve, our mission is to empower and inspire our students to rise up, embrace their potential, reach new heights of academic excellence, personal growth, and community engagement. And we're going to talk a little bit about how we are doing that. One thing this year, this is kind of our theme for the year. It's and a lot of our kids maybe come from maybe not a 2-parent household, or they have a lot of trauma, and so we're really talking to them about, hey, you can't change the hand you were dealt, but it's how you kind of play your hand. So moving forward, how you go and don't allow however the environment you maybe grew up in dictate how your life through graduation will be. And so all of our kids and our teachers came up with one word or a saying that kind of represented, like I did present this year, and I know Miss Yonkman was gonna be daring. What was your, this is my other, yeah, confident. So, that's kind of our theme this year, and the black and red goes well with the, playing cards, so. Just a little bit of data. So we do measurable results assessment. So it's an MRA. We do this every year. We get our teachers, our students, and our parents to take an assessment, and we try to look at our data. And so the black was 2 years ago, the red was last year. And talking to our Leader Me coach, we're one of the only high schools in the country that showed growth in every area. So I thought it was really positive. You try to make 3 points of growth. And as you can see, our academic score with empowering teachers was a 3-point growth. Empowering learners was 10-point growth. Our goal achievement through our Fast Bridge and our IXL was a 5-point growth. Student leadership, a 7-point growth. Staff leadership, 11 points. Family and community leadership, 11 points. And then through culture, we had a 6-point growth in supportive student environment, and then supportive staff environment was a 17-point growth. So really cool to see our stakeholders and our students think that we are doing things the right way and headed in the right direction. One thing, every student that comes to Achieve High School is placed in an action team. So we have the culture action team, academics action team, and leadership action team. Through that, we have a student lighthouse team. So this was last year's lighthouse team. We had 2 representatives that represented culture, leadership, and academics. They would meet with our adult lighthouse team. They would train. And so this was them as part of the superintendent search last year. And so this group of individuals have been voted to be a part of our lighthouse team going into this year. And so one thing we do is any new student that comes to Achieve, and we've gotten kids from the virtual academy, and we've gotten some kids from other alternative schools, kids from Garden City High School, obviously, some kids from Holcomb. And so every kid that comes into our building, so they learn the 7 habits, they learn about Leader Me. We have them take a Leader Me elective class. So this is this year's group of kids, and they do a lot of community projects. They've been to the senior citizen building already to just talk to the seniors and hang out. This is them at the Emmaus house, helping stock food and sort food. So every kid that comes into our doors that needs an elective has a Leader Me class. So they kind of know, because we're already on past the 7 habits. We're into core 3 into Leader Me, where the students really take a leadership role. And so that's just one thing we do to kind of get our new kids into the Leader Me process. Now I will allow you to introduce yourself, sir.
Hello everyone, my name is Levinsky, and today I will be talking about our academic action teams. This is our big rock posters from last year, which has our goals in it and just our goals in it. And then this is our big rock poster. We had it in the hallways. It had every goal we had. And then this is how we track how everyone get their A's and B's and C's. Right here is how we figure out our IXL work. So like if you're finished with your IXL, you could just put a dot or mark on there, and then teachers will know you did your work. And this is our weight tracking poster. You can go. This is our Hall of Fame students who have been in the school for 2 years, graduating straight A's. And then this is students with honor rolls.
And so, yeah, we do a quarterly honor roll and present those students. So I think there's 18 individuals up there, which is almost 20% of our kids at that time were on either the principal's all-A honor roll or the AB honor roll. And that was at the 3rd quarter. Since we're on the quarters, we do a little celebration for honor roll every quarter.
And then Food Truck Fridays basically expand itself if you're passing all your classes on Fridays. Teachers get to bring in students to Food Truck Fridays.
Thank you, Vinsky. Introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, my name is Jayla, and this is our big rock poster, and these are our goals for the year: family engagement and family community partnerships. This is us going to the homecoming parade. We basically do this to represent, achieve, and get them out into the community, and we invite staff, students, and family.
We did have kids from our TP and Strive and the high school participate, which was really cool to see all ages.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Emilio, and right here it shows our mentoring classes decorating their own cars for TP and Strive students for a trunk or treat. But later on in the day, we moved it to the parking lot so everyone in the community can come out and get some candy. Here it shows more about what Mr. Sullivan was talking about. We went to senior citizens and we delivered them ornaments with like thoughtful messages on them, and they were very appreciative about that.
Good evening, my name is Casey Leeper. I'm gonna be talking about our culture action team. So based on our MRAs last year, we work on trusting relationships in physical and social environments. So every quarter we do a graduation walk where the graduates walk down the hallway, we play music and just kind of celebrate them graduating. Last year we had a kid from Strive leaving the district, so we let him put on a cap and gown to honor his leaving, and we invite the families to come to the grad walk.
And it's been really cool to have the parents come in for that, and we do a little celebration and bring in like cookies and juice for the parents and families of the graduates.
So when we do our parent teacher conferences, we provide food. So we hopefully can get more people to come to our MRAs. And then we have kind of a picture thing so the families can take pictures. Last year during Christmas, we did a Christmas light walk where we walked around Stevens Park and looked at all the lights. And then we went to the Crockett Real Estate Agency and for hot chocolate and cookies, and they had a picture with them. The whole family was invited to come.
So some of the next steps, obviously we have Leader Me to Achieve. I would like to start incorporating some of those things into our therapeutic school. And then I'm also in talks with a virtual academy in California that uses Leader Me. So trying to maybe get some of the Leader Me into our virtual academy. And it's been really cool. I mean, the algebra and English are very important, but just a lot of the memories that they've created, a lot of the family events that we've been able to get families in the building and do some things like the Christmas lights in Stevens Park. It was a huge turnout. There was a lot of families there and a lot of kids that you wouldn't expect probably to go, really participated in it. So again, at the end of the day, graduation is our expectation at Achieve. And then through the Leader in Me process, we've really tried to get involved and bring some things back to the community. And that's all we have for our presentations.
Perfect. Does anybody have any questions?
Questions, but the results that you have, measurable results assessment, was that correct?
Yeah.
That's impressive. You guys did really well. Congratulations.
Yeah, we were kind of shocked by, and we did get the most, so at that parent teacher conference, we kind of made the parents do the MRA before they could get a ticket to go eat. And so now we were able to get more parent buy-in and some more parent results, because we had a lot of student results, we had a lot of staff results, but we hadn't had a parent result. So they came up with that idea to feed, and then they were there with their laptops getting every parent that walked in the door to take the MRA. So we just get a better idea of where we need to go.
Good job.
Can you all just take turns and share a little bit about what made you decide to join the Student Leadership Lighthouse team? And then maybe what you might have feel like you've gotten out of it so far?
So why'd you join them?
I joined the Lighthouse team because last year I would come here a lot. Not last year, like 2 years ago, I would come here a lot because I was a troublemaker. When I went to Achieve, started getting my grades up. And then this year, I decided I'm just gonna change myself forever, and I'm gonna try to help other people do the same thing as I did. And that's why I'm here.
Thank you for sharing that.
And the reason I joined is the high school, I was also failing a lot of classes. So I came here to get like the double credit classes so I could pass. And the leadership thing just seemed like a cool thing to join because they choose out like the activities and stuff the school does. So that was interesting.
I also chose to be in leadership because my grades are really bad at high school, and like coming to achieve like that changed me. And I feel like it made me feel like I have more control over it, and like being in control like makes it like make me feel better about things.
I joined it because I wanted to kind of help lead by example and help people. And I just thought it'd be a good way to get out there and show everybody.
I appreciate each of you and stepping up, being student leaders and setting good examples for your peers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You guys did a great job leading.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed with you and the students and the staff and everything that goes on there, and keep it up. You guys are doing some great things.
You're almost done, Linsky, I promise. You need to say something else?
I forgot to say about our freshman scores last year. Our freshman scores increased than it did. I don't know, I wasn't here last 2 years ago. I was only here for 1 year. This is my second year. So, but all I know is that our freshman scores increased more than it did.
Yeah, and some of that was, I don't know if we always took it seriously, and then when we did take it seriously, we saw a lot of growth, but we're gonna try to keep making that growth with those scores, so.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
Awesome, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Guys.
Picture.
Yeah,
Get up there with them. Let's go.
If there's pins, if you guys want to keep pins, take what you want, please.
Send them shot in.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Turn around, we're gonna take a picture.
Right here?
Yeah, right there. Scoot in. Yeah, Mr. Hammond, get in there. Work, scoot in the tap. Look out. Hold on, we gotta. Get in there. Get in the other side.
I know, I'm color coordinated.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Good job, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good job. Thank you.
They don't, I want to make personal.
Okay, I am running time.
Great job. For coming.
That's a good thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Nice. Come on, guys. Ciao.
Very good.
Okay, we'll move on to item F, the consent agenda.
We have like 5 left.
Yeah.
Mr. President, I move to approve the consent agenda items as presented.
A second.
Move in second, is there any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Opposed, same sign, motion carries. Item G, new business. G1, Board of Education is asked to consider and approve the change from American Fidelity to Benefits Direct, AmeriLife, per the recommendation from the Insurance Committee. CFO Jessica Noller.
Okay, a little different than what was originally planned. So just a little backstory on how we got here. Per the negotiated agreement, a committee comprised of 5 classified staff members, 1 from each area of nutrition, transportation, and et cetera, 5 union members, and then an administrator, myself, Rebecca, and Melinda, is responsible if we ever want to make any kind of benefit changes. So we have heard, like on our supplemental insurances, we heard a presentation from Benefits Direct, and the committee voted overwhelmingly to proceed with Benefits Direct over American Fidelity. So that was the original recommendation coming to you guys tonight. And then Friday morning, American Fidelity reps came into my office and have asked if they could have a chance to present to the committee as well. So I said the committee had already made a decision, but I could pull them and see if they wanted to. So asked the committee and they thought, yeah, like they were willing. It was like a little less than 50-50, but I felt like the vote was close enough to honor them to come in. So set up a time for them to come Wednesday afternoon. So American Fidelity will present to that same committee. And then I will pull the committee again to vote which direction they'd like to go. So no financial bearing on the district because it is all employee money. But again, they've heard a presentation from Benefits Direct and now American Fidelity would like to come back with a presentation. So we will have, the committee will have a recommendation at the next meeting on September 25th, where we will need action to stay in the timeline for our open enrollment that starts in November. So no action tonight, just more information, but I'll be back next meeting.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll move on to item H, board open discussion. Jackie, you're up.
Really don't have much, I guess.
Andy?
Yeah, short meeting tonight, but really appreciated the students from Achieve and Mr. Sullivan. It was really cool to hear each one of those students kind of share their personal reason for deciding to become a student leader, and it's just great.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I really enjoy that, and I'm really, I have faith in society again when I see kids like that are willing and working hard and trying to make it. And I think school's off to a good start. I knock on wood, so
Yeah.
let's keep it going. Robert?
I am glad to have the kids back. I think it's always nice to see them and it always amazes me. There's always a thread of something similar with the thread of something that makes each school stand out a little bit on their own. And so it's nice to see the differences and the similarities. And looking forward to a great year.
Always look forward to hearing from the different schools, and it was great to hear from Garden City Chief tonight and Mr. Sullivan and the students. And Andy, I'm really glad you asked the question, what motivated them, because then we heard from them, and it was interesting and gave some hope and faith in community in society, as Randy put it. So school's off to a start, hopefully a good start, and just look forward to continuation.
Nathan?
Agree with everything. Of course, it's been said already with Achieve and everything that's happening there. I do appreciate the community that is being built within our school system. I think a lot of positive things are going on. I'm hearing a lot of good things. And so I also want to say a huge thanks to transportation. I know that they're out there every day getting things taken care of. And I've had just nothing but good things that I've seen that have gone on with that. So I appreciate their hard work getting up and doing that. And just all the teachers that are coming behind everything and making things move forward. And so appreciate their hard work and dedication. That's all I have.
Hey, John?
I don't have a lot that's different than anybody else, but I did want to mention Achieve. I thought that was a nice presentation, and there's just a lot of positive things going on over there. Lucas and his team has worked really hard, so appreciate them coming in. I know they've been trying to come in for a while, I think, but it's nice to have them and hear from their students.
Yeah, I would just, I think Lucas has really done a great job at Achieve. I mean, you look at the culture of that building, the staff have nothing but positive things to say about the culture in that building, and I think he's done a phenomenal job there. Going around and visiting at buildings, I feel like this has been one of the best years that, and I'm gonna knock on wood too, Randy, because I don't want to jinx it. It always makes me nervous, but I feel like we've had a very positive start to the year. I mean, talking to folks, we've had some glitches and some speed bumps, but nothing that you wouldn't expect at the beginning of the school year. And I think we've handled those really well. And I feel like, going into the classrooms and seeing instruction the first week of school has been really, really positive. And I feel like we just hit the ground running, and it's been a positive. And we just need to keep that momentum and keep that drive going through May now. So.
Okay, item I, the next board meeting. The next boarding of the Board of Education will take place on Thursday, September 25th, 2025 at 5 p.m. in the board meeting room at the Educational Support Center here at 1205 Plymouth Street. Okay, we'll move on to item J, executive session.
Mr. President, move we go into an executive session for
Few minutes, Mark.
10 minutes,
20, let's do
20 minutes to review and discuss compliance with state or federal law with an attorney pursuant to the exception for matters which would be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship under coma beginning at 6:30 PM, and the open meeting will resume in the board meeting at 6:50 PM. I would like to invite Josh Guyman, Drew Ton, Steve Norby, Jessica Northern, and Jennifer Cunningham to join us in the executive session.
I'll second.
Move in second, is there any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Opposed, same, motion carries.
That's called.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, I can do.
Good, how are you?
Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's just. Okay, we got it.
I had a yogurt at like. Now that the meeting is. I'm a little angry, my stomach's growling, if you hear it, don't worry. It's just because I have.
Yes, we gotta remind battle that on that. I turned it on, it lasted like for 2 minutes and then it flashed red and shut off.
Don't last very long, I guess.